Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome back to another Real Madrid preview. This is the preview to Real Madrid against Real Valladolid. It is the second match day, second game of La Liga. Obviously, after the first match day with a very disappointing and frustrating result, as we discussed, it is now time to move on from that, put that in the past, and move on and look forward to this game against Real Valladolid at the Santiago Bernabéu. For the first time, Mbappe will be playing there, and for the first time in over 2 months, the Bernabéu will be used for Real Madrid playing again. So, really exciting to see this game. It should be a pretty straightforward win, not to discredit Real Valladolid. They actually won their first game this season. We'll get onto that. But, you know, we're not trying to discredit or underestimate anyone. But Real Madrid at home at the Santiago Bernabéu against a team that will be in that relegation zone from 16th to 20th. You know, this game has to be won. If you don't win this game, then we have to have a really serious conversation, really. But look, as I said, Real Valladolid, they won their first game this season at home to Espanyol, another newly promoted side. So that was how they started off their season, with a big win. But they are going away to the Bernabeu, and I don't see them getting anything except for a defeat. I think it's a very straightforward game. You know, the Mallorca game was different because that was away from home against a side that have the know-how to be able to somehow get something and defend well, attack well, and have moments. But I don't see that from Real Valladolid, and I think this has to be a very straightforward win and result for Real Madrid, who are 15th at the moment. It's not looking good, but obviously only one game, and only 4 teams have won their opening game, and Real Valladolid are one of the 4, along with Celta Vigo, Barcelona, and Rayo Vallecano. So, basically, everyone else have drawn, and it's not been the most exciting start to the season, but obviously, it was a very frustrating game. Now, one of the talking points I would like to talk about is the potential, imbalance that the attack brings. Now, look, you have got Mbappe, you have got Vinicius Jr., 2 of the best players in the world, and you've got Rodrigo, who is a very good player. But these 3 players operate in very similar positions, which is the left hand side of the attack, the left wing area. Now look, you can't have everyone playing on the left, right? And I know Valverde can cover on the right, but you can't place everyone on the left. So I'm wondering, could that be an issue? Could Rodrigo start to be an issue? Because I don't see Mbappe or Vinicius being dropped. But Rodrigo, now look, Rodrigo has never been a starter. I mean, he has, but I don't mean it as in like, what I'm trying to say is, I think if you're looking at the front 3, I think Real Madrid can say, look, we're going to sell Rodrigo. But I don't think Real Madrid will say, we're going to sell Vinny. I think Rodrigo is a player who is good. He's one for the future. But he's also a player that you don't have to keep. You don't have to make sure he's playing and staying. Whereas Vinicius, definitely. Mbappe, he's here for a reason. So Rodrigo, I think there is still doubts. I think he will stay. I think, pretty much for this season, the window's over now. He will stay. In the future, there are doubts. But talking about, now, I think these players have to stop going on the left. I think that we saw with what happened, but I think a bigger problem is, selfishness. I see Vinicius have the ball, Mbappe is an option to pass, doesn't pass. I see Mbappe who has the ball, Vinicius is an option to pass, doesn't pass. Same with Rodrigo. You know, when you have the ball and Vinicius, Mbappe, Rodrigo are all fast players, they like to sprint with the ball and dribble. And when they do that, they don't look at the options. And Vinicius is very good at this, right? He has always done this, where he has the ball, he looks around, and then he makes the pass. He gets the assist, or he creates the opportunity. But in that game, in the opening game, I think the difference is Mbappe's everywhere too. I mean, if you're Vinny, and you've got another player who's basically as quick, if not faster than you, you'll be like, okay, okay now, I'm usually the one who's running with the ball, who's making the runs. I usually have a player like Benzema who is in the box waiting for me. Now Mbappe is everywhere. Mbappe could be behind him, could be in the box, could be at the edge of the box, could be next to him. I think that it causes confusion. I think that really does. So I think you have to have a plan up top. You have to say, when Vini has the ball, we need players in the box. Mbappe, Rodrigo, it does not matter. Someone has to be in the box. Now, okay, maybe crosses ain't gonna work, but you have to be there. A low ball in, and you can score. So I really believe that the coordination up top has to be better in order to improve, because that game was really disappointing. And having looked at the game and the way things went, and then evaluating it, I think that is a big problem. I think the midfield, I don't see a big issue. I think, look, Bellingham, Valverde, Tchouaméni are very great players. Is there an imbalance in midfield? No, I wouldn't say so. I think these are players who are hardworking. Certainly Valverde, but Tchouaméni and Bellingham, they will be able to track back. They will do their jobs. But starting 11 wise, basically the same starting 11, except one change, which is Mendy out for Fran Garcia because of his suspension. A really, really stupid red card, which was unnecessary. But that's that. He's out for a game, so Fran Garcia has to come in. Everything else stays the same. Rudiger, Militao, Carvajal, Tchouaméni, Bellingham, Valverde, Vinicius, Mbappe, and Rodrigo. I'm gonna keep Rodrigo in there because I think he's still better than Brahim Diaz, and I think that you cannot really be throwing Arda Güler in yet as a first team squad player. I think he can come on, I think he can start occasionally, but I think in terms of having a plan, and I think to start the season off, you must have a clear idea on what your starting 11 will be. To start the season off, you have to start with the strongest team you can. And I think in terms of the starting winger on the right, the strongest that Real Madrid do have right now is Rodrigo. The problem is he likes to play on the left, and so does Vinicius, and so does Mbappe. So that is a problem. I think I get the Arda Güler argument in terms of he's left-footed, he will stay at his zone, he will do his things. But I think as of now, you keep Rodrigo. If in a few games time it's still not really working out for Rodrigo, then obviously you can maybe replace him. But again, Rodrigo scored. He scored a great goal. He scored the first goal this season. So let's not discredit him. Let's not discount him. But I'm just saying. Score predictions. Look, do we be optimistic that Real Madrid will keep a clean sheet? I have no idea. I mean, who do Real Valladolid have? Right? Let's look at their squad. Let's look at their team. The players they have. They have Raul Moro, Alvaro Negredo. They've got Mamadou Sila, Darwin Machis, Ndai, Amala, Kennedy, want to. Yeah, it's not exactly big names, is it? So I'm gonna go Real Madrid 2, Real Valladolid 0. Same prediction as I predicted for the first game of the season. 2-0 win. I'll be happy with a win, but a 2-0 win would be great. And hopefully Mbappe scores his first La Liga goal. Hopefully. But let me know what thoughts are down below. Hope you guys have enjoyed today's preview. Hit the button instead, subscribe to the channel on already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.